BGSU baseball begins conference play in Kent, Ohio against the Kent State Golden Flashes. Hello everyone, Tyler Kamlitz from the Falcon Media Sports Network here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio as the BGSU Falcons get ready to take on the Kent State Golden Flashes. For Bowling Green, this is a series that dates back to the 1930s when these two teams first met in 1936. They have played 205 times against each other since that year, Kent State leading the all-time series 135-70. The Golden Flashes have had Bowling Green's number in this series as well, especially as of late. Kent State they won 2 of 3 against Bowling Green last season when the two teams played at Stellar Field. And for the Falcons, it's been quite a while since they've been able to take a series away from Kent State. 2014, the last time the Falcons defeated the Golden Flashes in a 3-game set, and you have to go back to 2004 for the last time that Bowling Green defeated Kent State in a series here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent. There is a big connection and a tie for Bowling Green to Kent State. Head coach Kyle Hallock went to Kent State. He won MAC Pitcher of the Year in 2011, but again, he has struggled against the Golden Flashes, just 4-13 against Kent State during his time as the head coach of the Falcons. Bowling Green coming into this game on a bit of a rough start to the season, just 2-8 to begin the year. Their 2 wins, a 7-1 victory over Samford and a 6-5 win over Western Carolina. They got swept to begin the season against number 5 Georgia Tech, lost 2 of 3 to Western Carolina, dropped a game to Cincinnati, and then are coming off 2 out of 3 losses to Samford in their most recent series. But it's been quite a bit of a tough stretch for Bowling Green to begin the season. They have had the toughest schedule in the Mid-American Conference and the 44th hardest schedule in the country. Every opponent Bowling Green facing won at least 30 games last season, and those opponents have started off this year 34-15. So not the easiest stretch to begin the season for Bowling Green, and that is the 2-8 result that you're looking at there for the Falcons. Kent State, on the other hand, they've started off red hot, 9-3. They sit atop the MAC standings through non-conference play, and really the crown jewel of the season for Kent State, taking 2 out of 3 games against the then number 13 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. And the Golden Flashes have also won 4 in a row, bringing that hot streak into this series. The COMAC regular season champions last season, finishing 38-18 overall, 23-7 in conference play, and they were especially hard to beat here in Kent, going 23-2 at home. So we're going to take a quick break here. When we get back, we're going to go over starting lineups for the two teams, and then we will have first pitch here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio for BGSU baseball against Kent State, the start of conference play. You're listening to BGSU baseball right here on Falcon Radio.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. When I was a Falcon, there was BGRSO. Now, it's Falcon Media Sports Network. Keep up with all BGSU sports news and action by following BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and check out BGFalconMedia.com. Hi, Ziggy.
Falcon Media Sports Network produces weekly short-form and long-form social media pieces for in-season sports all year long. Make sure to check out at BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and at BG Falcon Media on Instagram and Facebook to view the content.
Hi, I'm Sydney Hernandez, and this is my Falcon 4 Essential Carries. For every day, I like to carry my chapstick, just to keep my lips moisturized. I like to have my phone to stay in contact with friends and family. If I'm at school, have to have my laptop for notes and all my assignments. And I also like to keep a little snack with me at all times, just in case I get hungry throughout the day. Go Falcons!
Don't have time to tune into a BGSU sports broadcast? Falcon Media Sports Network will have you covered with live updates of home BGSU athletic events. To follow along, head over to @BG_FMSN on Twitter X.
BGSU women's basketball finishes the regular season at the Stroh Center against Northern Illinois on Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m. Falcon Media Sports Network's broadcast will begin with a pregame show hosted by Holden Ruck, Dan Ridenauer, and Sam Bork before Lucas Kleinmeyer and Andrew Elkowski call the action on WBGU 88.1 FM, your home for BGSU women's basketball.
This hour of Falcon Media programming is brought to you by the Falcon Media Sports Network, broadcasting BGSU athletic events on Falcon Radio and WBGU FM.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas.
Congratulations on getting your diploma.
You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Falcon Media Sports Network will cover and call every game of the MAC men's and women's basketball tournaments from Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio for the 6th straight year from Wednesday, March 11th through Saturday, March 14th. Tune into the games on WBGU 88.1 FM and Falcon Radio with all content on @BG_FMSN on Twitter X and BGFalconMedia.com.
Hey Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Hi, my name is Kay Eigner. I'm number 17 on the women's volleyball team, and my Falcon 4 bucket list places are probably anywhere in British Columbia, Canada, Vail, Colorado in the wintertime, Portofino, and Stockholm, Sweden.
Check out BGFalconMedia.com for previews, recaps, photos, videos, and more of the Falcons.
Beautiful weather here today in Kent, Ohio for the MAC opener for Bowling Green and Kent State. The Falcons coming into the game 2-8 on the season. Kent State 9-3. Starting lineups are in as Kent State has taken the field. So for Bowling Green, the batting order looks like this. Sam Seidel will lead it off, playing second base. Vinny Salvioni will play short, batting second. Anthony Mita bats third, over at third base. Brady Birchmeyer bats cleanup at first. TJ Tackett bats fifth, the designated hitter for the Falcons. Andrew DiLodovico bats sixth, the catcher. Griffin Scheiderer bats seventh in left field. Zach Horkey bats eighth over in right field. And Paulie Mancino batting ninth, rounding out the order out in center field. Jacob Turner will get the start for Bowling Green, but first we go to Kieran Cawley, who gets the start for Kent State on the bump, facing the Falcons order. We'll get into Kent State's order when they are up to bat in the bottom half of the inning. But terrific weather here today. Do have clouds in the sky, but it's 66 degrees, which is a lot better than what we've had recently. weather-wise in Ohio. Not a ton of wind, 10 miles per hour blowing out about towards right center field. It is a fairly big ballpark here in Kent. 320 down each lines, 385 to the left center corner, left center alley, I should say, 415 straightaway center, and then 355 to right center. A bigger, tall wall out there in right center field. That will be tough for left-handed batters. Kieran Cawley, as I mentioned, getting the start for Kent State. Cawley, the ace for the Golden Flashes in his fourth season at Kent State. A senior right-hander, 6'1", 180 from Heartland, Michigan. He's 1-0 this year, a .71 earned run average through 12 2/3 innings pitched across 3 starts, 17 strikeouts to just 5 walks. First batter that he'll have to face is Sam Seidel, who has been on a tear this season. Seidel beginning the season 378. 6th in the MAC in slugging percentage, 7th in OPS. So, call heat from the stretch. First delivery of the game, just a bit outside for ball 1. And we are underway here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. 3:02 first pitch. Umpiring crew for today. It's Mark Schmidt behind home plate, Michael Gerber over at first, and Jim Strauss over at third. Cawley from the stretch once again, fouled off to the back by Sam Seidel. Seidel, an All-MAC first-team selection 2 years ago, battled injuries during much of the second half of last year. 4 for 14 in his 3 games against Samford over the weekend. Cawley's next delivery, swung on and missed by Seidel, got him way out in front of the all-speed. Beautiful pitch from Cawley. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the first at-bat of the game. Cawley, 3 2/3 innings pitched against Rhode Island on Friday, gave up just 1 earned run across his 4 runs, and gets a swing and a miss from Seidel right there. So the first batter he faces, he gets a strikeout to begin the game. That'll bring up Vinny Salvioni. Salvioni this season, a .289 batter in his first 10 games. One of the transfer additions for the Falcons, played the past 2 seasons at Portland. He only got 19 at-bats in those 2 seasons at Portland. And took last season actually as a gap year, so no collegiate baseball for him last season. And he returns back with the Falcons this year, and you really wouldn't be able to tell that he took a year off last season. He's picked up right where he left off with the Falcons. Looks at a first pitch strike from Kieran Cawley. Cawley going to be a tough matchup for the Falcons to work against all day long that he is in this game. Cawley from the stretch once again. This one lined out to right center field, fairly deep, going back at it and sliding and making the catch is Micah Kirikoff. A beautiful sliding catch by Kirikoff out there in center field, displaying his range to get to that ball in the right center alley for the second out of the inning. Defensive alignment for Kent State. It's Klotz over at first, me at second, Matthews at short, Reese at third, Williams behind the plate, Kovas in left, Kirikoff in center, and Sawyer Solitaria out there in right field. Anthony Mita steps into the box. He lines this out, left center field, fairly deep. Kovas settles under it, the left fielder makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the first, worked by Kieran Cawley. Kent State will be up to bat when we come back. 0-0, Kent State Bowling Green as we go to the bottom of the first here at Schoonover Stadium on Falcon Radio.
Miss a BGSU sports broadcast? Head over to the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel to listen to past calls by Falcon Media Sports Network.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Check out live updates on X at BG_FMSN.
Jacob Turner takes the mound for Bowling Green as Kent State gets ready to hit for the first time today. Kent State batting order looks like this. It'll be Luke Matthews leading it off, the senior. Sophomore Sawyer Solitaria bats second. He's in a right field. Micah Kirikoff bats third, the sophomore in center. Brody Williams batting cleanup, the senior catcher. Colton Schaller bats fifth, the senior designated hitter. Ripken Reese bats sixth, the junior third baseman. Alejandro Kovas bats seventh, the junior left fielder. Hunter Klotz batting eighth, the senior first baseman. And Grady Mee rounds out the order, the senior second baseman batting ninth. On the bump for Bowling Green, it is Jacob Turner. Turner, the veteran arm for the Falcons, a senior right-hander, 6'2" from St. Clair, Michigan. 1-0 this season, a .450 earned run average through 14 innings pitched across his 3 starts, 13 strikeouts to just 4 walks. He's holding opponents to a .362 batting average. Defensive alignment, again, for the Falcons, it is D. Lodovico behind the plate with Jacob Turner on the mound. That's the battery. Brady Birchmeyer at first, Sam Seidel at second, Vinny Salvioni at short, Anthony Mita at third, Griffin Scheiderer out in left field, Paulie Mancino in center, and Zach Corky in right. So notably, Kyle Hallock going with 2 true freshmen in the starting lineup for Bowling Green, and Scheiderer out in left, and D. Lodovico behind the plate. Hallock still messing with the rotations of the outfielders and the catchers mainly. The infielders have been fairly solidified. First pitch of the day from Jacob Turner finds the inside corner for a strike with the fastball to Luke Matthews. Matthews, an All-MAC second-team selection last season. Senior infielder, 5'11", 180. He looks at a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Last year, he batted .354 with a .438 on-base percentage and a .476 slugging percentage. This season, just a .229 batting average in his first 12 games. He chops this one over to the left side. It's going to be called foul. Appeared to hit him on the foot in the box. It was dribbling over to third, so before Mita could pick it up, it was called foul. So the count will move to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Turner has been very solid for Bowling Green to begin the season. Had that tough matchup to begin the year against Georgia Tech. Never an easy test there to have your first start of the season come against the number 5 team in the country. Turner's next delivery, down in the turf for a ball. In that start against Georgia Tech, he gave up 5 runs on 8 hits in 4 innings. Hit 2 batters and walked a man as he struck out 2. But over the past 2 starts since then, he has a 1.80 ERA, giving up just 2 runs in 10 innings. This one chopped over to second base, fielded cleanly by Seidel. He fires over to Birchmeyer for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Sawyer Solitaria, the most dangerous man in this lineup for Kent State. Solitaria off to an amazing start of the season. He was the MAC Freshman of the Year last year and also got an All-MAC first-team nod. Batting .417 this year is Solitaria, a 1.366 OPS. Looks at a first pitch strike from Jacob Turner, working out of the stretch. Solitaria leads the MAC right now in runs scored with 17 and hits. As he awaits the next pitch, looks at another strike, so quickly down the count, 0-2. He's also second in the conference with 6 home runs, third with that high OPS and a .833 slugging percentage, and then 8th in the MAC with his batting average and 12 runs batted in. He looks at the ball now, down and low. Count goes to 1-2. In the top of the first, Kieran Cawley worked a 1-2-3 inning to start the game for Kent State on the bump as Jacob Turner trying to aim to do the same here. Throws this one in the turf in front of the plate. So was ahead of Solitaria 0-2. Count now drawn even to 2-2. Jacob Turner once again. Chopped foul to the left side. Solitaria on a Wednesday in the final non-conference test for Kent State before the start of conference play. Went 1 for 2, driving in a run, walking twice, and getting hit by a pitch. Turner's delivery, chopped foul to the left side once again. This one got by a player in the Kent State dugout. Solitaria, a high recruit out of high school, out of St. Ignatius High School, a North Olmsted, Ohio native, was ranked the number 14 overall player and the number 2 third baseman in the state of Ohio as he chops this one to the left side for the third straight time. This one fair, fielded by Mita, and the throw over to Birchmeyer in time. So 2 quick outs for Jacob Turner on the bump for Bowling Green. Brings up Micah Kirikoff, who made that great sliding catch out in right center field in the top half of the inning. Kirikoff, a sophomore outfielder, 6'2", 180 from Indianapolis, Indiana, batting .262 this season. He lines this one to the left field, finds turf. Absolute bullet for a single for Micah Kirikoff for the first hit of the game. Kirikoff now staying hot at the plate, has a hit in 6 of his past 7 games. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Golden Flashes, Brody Williams. Williams, senior catcher, 6'1", 190, batting .294 this year. Last year, he really gave the Falcons trouble in the 3-game series between the two teams. As Turner delivers the plate, grounded over to short, fielded by Salvioni, bobbled it for a second, but got the throw off the second in time to get the force out and get Kirikoff at second. So fielder's choice ends the inning for Kent State. We're scoreless to the first frame as we head to the top of the second between Bowling Green and Kent State here in Kent, Ohio. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Falcon Media Sports Network and BG Falcon Media takes pictures for nearly all BGSU and Bowling Green related events throughout the year. Head over to bgfalconmedia.com, check out thousands of photos and all the content.
Mom was always very organized. But my sister and I noticed she started to forget things.
Telling my girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard.
But Mom's early detection gave us time to make a plan.
My sister and I were there for Mom and each other.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network online at bgfalconmedia.com.
4, 5, 6 in the order due up for Bowling Green here in the top of the second against Kent State. Brady Birchmeyer, TJ Tackett, and Andrew D'Lo Dovico. The 3 due up for the Falcons as Kieran Cawley works into his second inning. A fantastic first inning for Cawley. Just took him 7 pitches to get through Seidel, Salvioni, and Mita. Struck out Seidel and then got Salvioni and Mita to both fly out to get a 1-2-3 inning. Brady Birchmeyer steps up to the plate. Birchmeyer, someone who started off the season about as slow as you can, but has really picked it up as of late. Birchmeyer riding a 4-game hitting streak currently, batting .400 over those 4 games, 6 for 15 at the plate, driving in 4 runs in those 4 contests, and he's going to be hit by the first pitch on the hip. That one just missed way wide and got all of Birchmeyer, so he will take his free 90 feet down to first as Bowling Green gets their first base run of the game. Brings up TJ Tackett. Tackett's a great story for Bowling Green now, coming back from torn ACL in May against Toledo at Fifth Third Field. As he looks at a first pitch ball. Tackett's also someone who dealt with an injury toward the end of his high school career, as he had Tommy John surgery in April of 2023. He was a two-way player in high school and changed to a hitter only due to the injury in college. Big cut and a miss by Tackett's at the plate. Count goes even, a 1-1 strike. Tackett's batting just .231 to begin this season. Went 2 for 9 with 4 strikeouts in his 2 games played against Sanford. Cawley's next delivery to the plate. Another swing and a miss by Tackett's. So the count goes to 1 2 strikes. Tackett's had some success against the Golden Flashes last season. 3 for 13 with 2 runs batted in, a home run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts against Kent State last year. Cawley's 1-2 delivery, up and outside for a ball. Count goes even again to 2-2. Brady Birchmeyer, not really a threat to run on the base pass, does have 1 stolen base this season. Cawley still working from the stretch. Delivers. A check swing from Tackett's. Didn't go around, and it misses for a ball. So the count goes full to 3 balls, 2 strikes. First full count that we've seen in the game. Big at-bat early in the contest here for TJ Tackett's against Kieran Cawley. Brady Birchmeyer stands on first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. 0-0 between Bowling Green and Kent State. Birchmeyer faked a steal, did not go, and Tackett's is down on strikes looking. Got locked up with a pitch on the outside. Cawley racks up his second strikeout of the game and the first out of the second inning. Brings up Andrew DeLodovico. DeLodovico, one of the 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for head coach Kyle Hallock in the Falcons today. Pickoff attempt over to first. Birchmeyer back in time. DeLodovico, a .278 hitter in his 6 games and 5 starts. This is 7th game, 6th start for the Falcons. Puts a swing on this one, flies it out, fairly deep left field. Kovas going back, running towards the line, makes the catch in the left field corner. Nice contact by DeLodovico, just got a bit under that one. For the second out of the inning, Brady Birchmeyer stays put over at first. That brings up Griffin Scheiderer, the other freshman for the Falcons, with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Still scoreless. Brady Birchmeyer, the lone Falcon on the base pass over at first base. Kieran Cawley, just 15 pitches to get his first 5 outs of the game. Fires in a first pitch strike to Scheiderer. Griffin Scheiderer was ranked the number 9 shortstop in the state of Ohio in high school by Prep Baseball Report. Batting .273 through his first 5 games with the Falcons. He puts a swing on this one, a liner over to third. Shift was on a bit to the right. Reese, a terrific pick out of the dirt. Backhanded, fires over a bullet to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So Bowling Green gets a base runner, but Birchmeyer can't advance past 90 feet. And Kieran Cawley does his job once again. We go to the bottom half of the second, scoreless between Bowling Green and Kent State here at Schoonover Stadium. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Imagine home. The smell of coffee, the sound of a lawnmower, the sun's warmth on your face. Free to be yourself, surrounded by love that helps you grow. This is a place to call home. That's an American dream we all deserve. But in 50% of U.S. states, you could legally be denied housing if you are LGBTQ+. Get the facts and hear real stories at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
BGSU softball finishes their weekend series down in Charleston, South Carolina against Charleston Southern on Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m. Check out the recap of the game from the Falcon Media Sports Network softball beat team on bgfalconmedia.com. Your home for all BGSU athletics, news, and updates.
Even when the game ends, Falcon Media Sports Network's coverage continues with a recap on bgfalconmedia.com.
Jacob Turner back out of the mound for Bowling Green. He will face 5, 6, 7 in the order for Kent State. Colton Schaller, Ripken Reese, and Alejandro Kovas. Took Turner just 14 pitches to get through the first inning. Got 2 quick outs against Matthews and Solitaria before Kirikoff reached with a single. A fielder's choice ended the first inning. Turner, first delivery to Colton Schaller, misses down low and outside for a ball. Schaller, senior infielder, spent all 4 years of his career here at Kent State. 6'1", 170, a left-handed batter in the box. Hails from Wisconsin. Looks at another ball. Check swing. Jacob Turner wanted to peel down to third. Jim Strauss, the third base umpire, says he did not go around. So 2 balls to begin the at-bat to Colton Schaller. Schaller, a .267 hitter through the first 11 games played of the season. Next delivery, lined up the middle. That'll find outfield turf. A leadoff single for Colton Schaller. Out into the right center field turf. And the second base runner of the game for Kent State. And that'll bring up Ripken Reese. Ripken Reese, a redshirt junior infielder. Batting .238 this season in his first 11 games. Really had success against Bowling Green last season. Hit 6 for 11. Scoring 4 times, driving in 8 runs, hitting a double, a triple, and a home run, while also stealing a base, all in 3 games against the Falcons last year. He's up to bat with a runner on base, and nobody out here in the bottom of the second. As a first pitch strike from Turner, gets another one on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2. Ripken Reese did not like that call, felt it was a bit outside. So an 0-2 count against Ripken Reese. Jacob Turner still working from the stretch. Comes set, delivers, down low, gets past D'Lo DeVico. Throw down to second as running is Schaller, and he gets in safe. So D'Lo DeVico let that one slip past him, got it in a timely fashion, and delivered a nice throw down to second, but not in time to get Colton Schaller. So Schaller advances up to second. Bowling Green, the only team in the Mid-American Conference that has not caught a runner stealing this season. Big swing and a miss by Ripken Reese. Turner got him to stretch out of the zone. Whiffed the ball down low and outside. First strikeout of the day for Jacob Turner. First out of the second inning for the Falcons. So Alejandro Kovas steps into the box. First pitch to Kovas, grounded over to short, fielded by Salvioni. The throw not in time. Bounced it over to Birchmeyer. Birchmeyer made the nice pick, but the throw not in time as Salvioni kind of fielded it off his back foot. And Kovas blazed down the line to beat the throw. And that will bring up Hunter Klotz, as now the Golden Flashes with runners on first and second. And still just one out in the inning. Chance to do some damage. Team's still tied, 0-0. Klotz, a left-handed batter, awaits the first pitch. Check swing at a ball down low. Appeal from home plate umpire Mark Schmidt to third place umpire Jim Strauss said he did not go around on a check swing. So the count goes to 1-0. Next pitch misses for a ball. May just be a bit outside there. Klotz, an All-MAC second team selection last season when he batted .275 in 49 games with 11 doubles, 4 triples, 5 home runs, and 40 runs batted in. As he looks at a strike on the 2-0 pitch, so count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Klotz batting just .189 to begin the season, 7 for 37 at the plate. It's been a struggle for him to get going at the start of the year in his first 10 games played. 13 strikeouts to 6 walks for Klotz. Pickoff attempt over to second, back in time safely is Schaller. Schaller, now 2 stolen bases on the season on 2 attempts after advancing 90 feet. Pickoff attempt to second. Turner could have had him, but the throw goes off the base, and each runner is going to be able to advance 90 feet. Turner had him. If that could have been caught by Salvioni, Salvioni couldn't get the glove down at the errant throw. It skips off of second base, goes out into right center field. Schaller goes from second to third, and Kovas goes from first to second. Bad break for the Falcons, as Kent State now has 2 in scoring position with only 1 out in the inning. Hunter Klotz, a chance to get first runs on the board for the Golden Flashes, looks at a ball on the outside. Count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. That will be a throwing error on Jacob Turner. Which is a bad mistake by the veteran right-hander. Gets the swing and a miss on the off-speed. Count goes full to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch upcoming for Jacob Turner. Runner on second and third in the form of Kovas on second, Schaller on third. Full count to Hunter Klotz, the 8-hole hitter in the Kent State lineup. Gets a swing and a miss at the off-speed down to the turf. Beautiful pitch by Jacob Turner for his second strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Grady Mee with 2 on and 2 out. Grady Mee, a transfer this season from Western Michigan. Played the past 3 seasons with the Broncos. Over 144 career games at Western. He hit .285. He chops this one over to the right side on the first pitch of the at-bat. Going to be fielded foul by Brady Birchmeyer. Let that one roll foul to the right. Mee batting .281 to begin this season in 11 games and 10 starts. He's a guy that did not have success when the Broncos faced Bowling Green last year. Just went 1 for 11 against the Bowling Green pitching staff. Scoring twice, walking once, and striking out 3 times. He is susceptible to the strikeout. Struck out 116 times in 144 games at Western Michigan. And he's tied for 9th in the MAC in strikeouts this season with 14. Skies this out center field fairly deep, going back and making the catch as he runs into the wall is Paulie Mancino. Terrific catch by Mancino out in center field to save 2 runs. And we remain scoreless through 2 innings here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. When we come back here in the top of the third, we're going to have the introduction of our trivia question. Stay tuned for that. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Hello, Falcons. I'm Dontrez Brown. I play defensive line here, and my Falcon 4 favorite TV shows is SpongeBob, Regular Show, Adventure Time, and iCarly. I like SpongeBob because, just growing up, just seeing it on TV, it just made me laugh, and it still makes me laugh today. Adventure Time and regular show is kind of a mix. They just always have me laughing. And then iCarly, Sam Puckett is super funny. So go Falcons.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network on X at BG_FMSN.
We go to the top of the third here in Kent, Ohio, scoreless between Bowling Green and Kent State in the MAC opener for both teams. And top of the third means it's time for the introduction of our trivia question. So every game this season that we broadcast here with Falcon Media Sports Network will introduce a trivia question at the top of the third. You'll have until the top of the fifth to give an answer. Usually I do it with my color commentator. Do not have one today. So Sam, you still get to have a go at it back in the studio, and anyone who wants to play along at home can do so as well. So trivia question for today is, which MLB player has the most seasons with a stolen base where they did not get caught stealing? Again, which MLB player has the most seasons with a stolen base where they did not get caught stealing? Your options are A, Lou Brock, B, Bob Gibson, C, Albert Pujols, or D, Greg Maddux. A, Lou Brock, B, Bob Gibson, C, Albert Pujols, D, Greg Maddux. As Zach Horkey steps into the box for Bowling Green against Kieran Cawley. Any initial thoughts on that one, Sam Bork, back in the studio?
I think I actually do know this one. I think it's, I want to say it's Bob Gibson.
Okay. So
Because
Bob Gibson
I remember
is your...
seeing something like that. It's like, it's someone you wouldn't expect.
I threw in two batters, two pitchers there. It's a swing and a miss in the first pitch by Horkey. So you're thinking Bob Gibson.
It might be Pujols.
Pujols you're thinking as well. Are those the two that you're going to be looking at right now?
Those are the two I'm tying up right now.
Okay, Gibson and Pujols. I know our writer for this game, Adam Duffin, I believe is listening. We'll see. Okay, he just sent me a message as I was saying that. Pujols is who he's thinking of. As Horkey grounds it over to short, bobbled on the backhand by Matthews, and Horkey's going to reach safely at first. Hard grounder over to short. Matthews couldn't field it cleanly with the backhand, dribbled out into the outfield, and that will allow Horkey to reach safely at first. So Adam Duffin, who's writing the recap for us, is thinking Pujols initially. Kyle Edmond, the sports information director for Bowling Green Baseball, is saying that his gut says Albert Pujols and that he thinks he's heard that somewhere before, similar to you, Sam. So you guys will have until the top of the fifth to get a final answer for that. So sit on that for a second. Paulie Mancino showed bunt on the first pitch, pulled it back. It was in for a strike. It's going to be rolled officially in air on Matthews, on Luke Matthews at short. So an error by each team in the last full inning. The 0-1 pitch to the plate. Mancino shows bunt again, gets contact with it, flies to the back to the netting behind the plate. So the count goes 0-2. Paulie Mancino, the 9-hole hitter, a transfer from Ohio where he spent the past 2 seasons, batting .257 through his 9 games played this year. Batted .302 last season at Ohio. The 0-2 pitch from Cawley as he takes his time, now delivers. Bunt shown by Mancino. Can't get it down, and they're going to say that he went around while attempting to get the bunt down. So Mancino, 3 straight pitches, attempts to lay down a bunt, unsuccessful 3 straight times, goes down on strikes. The 3rd strikeout of the game for Kieran Cawley, 2nd one swinging. Interesting decision there by Mancino to try to get it down. Couldn't do so, and we go back to the top of the order. Pickoff attempt over to first. Horkey back in safely. 2nd time there's been a pickoff attempt thrown over by Cawley. Horkey does not have a stolen base this season. 0 for 2 on the base pass this year. Has just 4 stolen bases in 76 career collegiate games. So not the biggest threat on the base pass, as Ball is lobbed in by Colley. That one not really anywhere close, up high and outside. Sam Seidel struck out swinging to begin the game at the top of the first. Another pickoff attempt over to first. Horky back safely once again. So almost as many pickoff attempts since Horky's been on as he has stolen bases in his collegiate career. Horky runs as it's a swing and a miss at the plate. The throw down in time. Tag is applied by Matthews, and Horky is gunned down attempting to steal second. Now 0 for 3 on the base pass this season. So Luke Matthews makes up for the error to begin the inning and ends up tagging the guy out that he led on base for the second out of the inning. Seidel at the plate. It's a 1-1 count. Now 2 outs in the frame. Next pitch by Colley up high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Scoreless here at Schoonover Stadium. Top of the third. Colley is still working from the stretch. A bit of a shift on to the right side as Seidel swings and misses as the ball skids past Williams, the catcher. So the third baseman, Reese, is playing in between where he would normally play and Matthews, the shortstop, would play. Luke Matthews is on the right side of second base, on the edge of the what normally would be grass, but is the outfield turf. About 5 to 10 feet out in the outfield turf is Grady Mee, the second baseman, and then Klotz is well behind first base, hugging the line, and it's a swing and a miss by Seidel at the plate, so he's down on strikes for the second time today, and it's the 4th strikeout of the game for Kieran Colley. And that's how the top of the third ends. We head to the bottom half of the inning, still scoreless between Bowling Green and Kent State in Kent, Ohio. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU Student Media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
Check out more Falcon athletic coverage online at bgfalconmedia.com.
Top of the order for Kent State as we go 1, 2, 3. Luke Matthews, Sawyer Solitaria, and Micah Kirikoff. Matthews had the error to begin the last half inning, but made up for it with a great tag at second to nail Zach Horky attempting to steal. So Jacob Turner, delivery to the plate, swing and a miss by Matthews. Turner now up over 30 pitches. Pitch count has stayed well in control for Turner. Jacob Turner misses outside with the ball as a bunt was shown by Luke Matthews but pulled back. Jacob Turner, been a solid arm for Bowling Green to begin the season. His next delivery, chopped over to the left side, fielded cleanly by Salvioni. The shortstop fires over to Birchmeyer in time for the first out of the inning. So 2 ground outs to begin the day for Luke Matthews, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Sawyer Solitaria comes up to the plate. Solitaria grounded out his first time over to third base. It'll be interesting to see how long Jacob Turner can get into this game. Bowling Green pitchers have not been the most effective at going deep into games so far this year. This one flat out over to right field, but Horky able to track it down as he runs into foul territory after making the catch right before the foul line out there by the 320 marker in right field. So 2 quick outs for Jacob Turner to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And he's held Sawyer Solitaria in check so far with a ground out and now a fly out. The only hits from Kent State coming from Colton Schaller, Alejandro Kovas, and the man up to bat, Micah Kirikoff. First pitch strike to Kirikoff, so Turner's starting to find his rhythm. As I was saying with getting deep into games, the deepest a starting pitcher for Bowling Green has gone into a game this season is Nate Kress. Or not even starting pitcher, Nate Kress out of the bullpen went 5 1/3 innings pitched against Sanford in the final game, in the final day of February. So no pitcher reaching that 6-inning mark yet for the Falcons this year. Ball thrown down and inside by Turner. Count now at 2 balls, 1 strike. Turner doing a good job of holding this Kent State offense in check so far. Gets a check swing out of Kirikoff. He went around. Home plate umpire Mark Schmidt making the call behind the plate. So the count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd. Scoreless between Bowling Green and Kent State. Jacob Turner working from the windup. Delivers to Micah Kirikoff. Swing and a miss. Turner got him on strikes. 3rd strikeout of the game. And we stay scoreless through 3 innings. We head to the top of the 4th. We'll have some on this day in baseball history when we come back right here on Falcon Radio. 30 seconds, please.
BGSU softball heads south to Charleston, South Carolina to face the Charleston Southern Buccaneers in a doubleheader on Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m. Falcon Media Sports Network's Jacob Kopaz will have the recap of the game on bgfalconmedia.com, your home for BGSU athletics news and updates.
After this game wraps up, more coverage continues online at bgfalconmedia.com.
We've hit the top of the 4th here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Scoreless between the Falcons and the Golden Flashes. And top of the 4th means it's time for some on this day in baseball history. So we start on March 6th, 1884. On this day, back in 1884, high winds tore off the roof of the Polo Grounds grandstand. And then about 40 years later, in 1923, the St. Louis Cardinals announced that their players will wear numerals on their uniforms, and the digits will be assigned according to the batting order. That's how a lot of those early teams that went to numbers did that. If you think of the Yankees, Babe Ruth wearing 3, Lou Gehrig wearing 4, it was all based on the batting order. Then in 2005, Susan Waldman became the first woman to be a full-time color commentator in Major League history. She made her debut alongside John Sterling on WCBS AM 880, the flagship radio station of the New York Yankees. And then in 2006, on this day, Hall of Fame outfielder Kirby Puckett died in Scottsdale, Arizona at the age of 45 after suffering a major stroke. And finally on this day in 2014, Dr. Frank Jobe, who was the pioneer surgeon that performed the first ligament replacement surgery on pitcher Tommy John in 1974 and popularized that technique that is still used today, died in Santa Monica, California at the age of 88. He was a medical advisor to the Dodgers for 50 years. Big swing and a drive, and this one going to be far over the outfield wall to left field. It's going to be a leadoff home run for Vinny Salvioni to get things started for Bowling Green in the top of the 4th. Salvioni gave that one a ride to left field, hitting it out towards the baseball training facility building. beyond the 320 mark on the left field wall, and Bowling Green strikes first, up 1-0 at the top of the fourth after the solo shot by Salvioni. Salvioni now his second home run on the season and his 7th run batted in of the year. Big start for the inning for Bowling Green. Brings up Anthony Mita. First pitch Mita sees is in there for a strike. A 1 count to Mita. Next delivery misses for a ball up high and outside. Bowling Green this season, just 1-3 when they score first. Looking to improve on that mark now today. The next pitch to Mita in there for a strike. The Falcons are also 1-1 when hitting more home runs than their opponent. They don't have a win when hitting fewer home runs than their opponent. They're 0-5. And they also do not have a win when getting out-hit by their opponent. 0-8 there. They're 1-0 when they out-hit their opponent. And they are 1-0 when tied in hits with their opponent. 2-2 the count on Anthony Mita at the plate. Still nobody out here in the fourth. Brady Birchmeyer awaits on deck. Cawley's pitch to Mita. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout of the day for Kieran Cawley. So Brady Birchmeyer steps back into the box. Birchmeyer hit by the first pitch he saw. In the second inning, was not able to advance past first. He was the leadoff batter in that frame after Cawley sent the first 3 down in order to begin the game in the top of the first. First pitch to Birchmeyer, off speed, finds the zone for a strike. Brady Birchmeyer looking to stay in a groove at the plate. Looks at another strike on the outside, so quickly down the count, 0-2. Birchmeyer has had a bit of a strikeout issue to begin the year. Struck out in all but 2 games that he's played. 8 strikeouts in 8 games. He's going to be hit again. This one ran inside and hit Brady Birchmeyer once again. So 2 hit by pitches today, drawn by Birchmeyer. Birchmeyer's the only guy that Cawley has really lost control against. No walks or hit by pitches outside of the 2 times that he's faced Birchmeyer. TJ Tackett steps into the plate, up to the plate I should say. Left-handed batter. Struck out looking his first time up. First pitch by Cawley in there for a strike. Tackett's looking to get back into rhythm after returning from that torn ACL. Kind of been on and off in terms of playing. This is just his 4th game of the season. Swings and misses at that pitch. Down in the count 0-2 quickly. A .275 career hitter. Across 87 games and 79 starts for the Falcons. Cawley's 0-2 delivery just misses off the outside corner. Good 0-2 pitch by Kieran Cawley. One-two pitch from Cawley from the stretch. Gets a bit of a check swing from Tackett as he thought about going. Couldn't pull the trigger. Looks at it off speed on the outside corner, so 2 strikeouts looking on the day for TJ Tackett as he continues to try to find some rhythm at the plate. 6 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings pitched by Kieran Cawley. Brings up Andrew DiLodovico as a pickoff attempt over to first, not successful. Birchmeyer back in time. Cawley did not pitch against Bowling Green last season. He went 4 innings against Tennessee in that 3-game set against the Volunteers. Did not allow a run, worked himself out of trouble in that game. He had 4 walks, a balk, and 4 strikeouts. Only gave up 2 hits across 83 pitches, and again did not allow a run to score in those 4 innings against the nationally ranked Tennessee Volunteers. First pitch ball to D. Lodovico. The next delivery down low, bobbled but kept in front by Brody Williams. So the count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. D. Lodovico flew out to left his first time up. Bowling Green leads 1-0 here in the top of the 4th after a solo home run to begin the 4th inning by Vinny Salvioni over the left field wall. Deep breath, and now a delivery by Coley. Fouled off to the back into the trees behind the stands to the right of the press box here at Schoonover Stadium. So the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Pickoff attempt over to first. Birchmeyer back in time. Brady is trying to steal just once this season. He was successful that 1 attempt. As a team, Bowling Green, second to last in the MAC with 12 stolen bases out of their 19 attempted. Fouled to the left side on the ground by D. Lodovico, so the count goes even to 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is something that head coach Kyle Hallock and associate head coach Matt Remblack mentioned before the season when we talked to them, that they were going to have potential to run a bit more, as they believe that they got the roster to be a bit more athletic overall than it was last season with their new additions through the transfer portal and their freshman class. Coley sitting on 6 strikeouts, delivers to the plate, swung on and flied out, fairly deep center field. Kirikoff moving a few steps to his right, settles under it, and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But Bowling Green strikes Vinny Salvioni, solo home run over the left field wall, puts Bowling Green up 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at Schoonover Stadium. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Hello, my name is Reko Badurov. I play for the BGSU men's soccer team, and these are my Falcon 4 breakfast items. Number 1, I'd say, is eggs. Just good protein, good way to start off the day. Also really like waffles, just so good. You can put chocolate chips, whipped cream on it, it's amazing. Same thing with French toast, love like the cinnamon taste to it. And then I'd say yogurt too. Yogurt and granola, can't go wrong with that. So those are my 4.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Check out bgfalconmedia.com for previews, recaps, photos, videos, and more of the Falcons.
Jacob Turner has been solid through the first 3 innings today, allowing just 3 hits and no runs. He's struck out 3 batters, has not walked a Kent State hitter. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Bowling Green up 1-0 after the solo home run by Vinny Salvioni in the top of the 4th. Turner will have to face 4, 5, 6, heart of the order for Kent State. Brody Williams, Colton Schaller, and Ripken Reese. Williams grounded into a fielder's choice to end the first inning, as he steps into the box to begin the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch by Turner, catches the zone, up and outside for a strike. Turner's got speed on his fastball. He clocked 97 at his peak on the radar gun at Fifth Third Field in May of last season against Toledo. Sits consistently low to mid 90s as he draws a foul ball, so the count goes to 0-2. He was a powerlifting state medalist in high school, along with being a 2-time cross-country finalist. Added an inch and 13 pounds coming into this season. Fires at a ball. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. .675 earned run average and a 4-5 record. 51 Ks to 31 walks and just over 58 innings pitched last season across 16 appearances and 13 starts for Turner. As he draws another foul ball, this one to the back. Count stays at 1-2. Only hits today by Micah Kirikoff, Colton Schaller, and Alejandro Kovas for the Golden Flashes. Turner's next delivery swung on and missed. Down low by Brody Williams. Second straight strikeout for Jacob Turner, and his 4th of the day. All 4 have been swinging Ks. Colton Schaller steps into the box for Kent State. Schaller singled his first time up, stole second, and on a stolen base, and then advanced to third on the throwing error by Turner on a pickoff attempt that skidded off the second base bag. Fouls the first pitch out of play to the left side. Kent State Hawaiian shirts, the giveaway today here at Schoonover Stadium. Next pitch by Turner, down low for a ball. Again, beautiful weather today compared to what we have been faced with recently across Ohio with the cold spell. We're at 67 degrees currently. Next pitch by Turner, chopped up the middle, going to be fielded at second by Seidel. His throw in time for the out at first. 2 quick outs for Jacob Turner. And he's now set down 7 Golden Flashes in a row. Turner really settling in and finding his groove on the mound. Ripken Reese, the left-handed batter, into the box, struck out, swinging his first time up. First pitch, chops it over to the left side. Fielded by Mita, the third baseman. 8 in a row, set down by Jacob Turner. He works his second straight 1-2-3 inning. Bowling Green still up 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th. We'll have the reveal of the trivia question I posed a couple innings ago when we come back. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
For the second straight year, Falcon Media Sports Network is partnering with WBGU PBS to broadcast Falcon men's and women's soccer matches. Tune in to WBGU PBS YouTube's live streams to hear Lucas Kleinmeyer, Henry Costco, and other Falcon Media Sports Network talent on the call.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network on X at BG_FMSN.
Bowling Green ahead of Kent State 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Trivia question I posed in the top of the 3rd was, which MLB player has the most seasons with a stolen base without getting caught stealing? The options were A. Lou Brock, B. Bob Gibson, C. Albert Pujols, or D. Greg Maddux. First I'll go to Sam Bork. Sam, do you have an answer back there in this studio?
I do think it's one of the pitchers, and I think I'm going to have to go with Bob Gibson. I think he was a known stealer back in the day, so I'm going to go with Bob Gibson.
So Bob Gibson is your final answer. Adam Duffin, Falcon Media Sports Network member, and Kyle Edmond, the Sports Information Director for BGSU Baseball, both going with Albert Pujols. Unfortunately for all 3 of you, you are all 3 incorrect. It is not Bob Gibson, it is not Albert Pujols, and it is not Lou Brock. It is Greg Maddux. Maddux, who in my opinion is the best pitcher in MLB history, 10 straight seasons with a stolen base without getting caught. Or
Wow.
sorry, not 10 straight, but 10 seasons across his career with a stolen base without getting caught.
Well, that was close.
You were on the right path with the pitcher. You were on the right wavelength with that one, but yeah, a little interesting tidbit fact there. Maddox, the most seasons with a stolen base without getting caught in MLB history at 10.
So what do you have? Just one stolen base a season?
He didn't have a ton. I don't know the exact numbers. I know for a fact he did not have a ton. But he was pretty smart in his timing of when to go and very, very high baseball IQ from Greg Maddux across every facet of his game. 1-2 to count on Griffin Scheiderer leading things off for Bowling Green. It's Scheiderer, Horky, Mancino, 7, 8, 9 in the order due up for Bowling Green. Swing and a miss by Scheiderer. He goes down on strikes. And that will be strikeout number 7 of the game for Kieran Cauley. Brings up Zach Horky. Horky reached on an error his first time up. Shows bunt. Does not get contact with it, but he went around for a strike. So 0-1 the count. And Sam, in his career across 23 seasons, Greg Maddux had 11 stolen bases and was caught stealing 3 times.
Wow.
So he had a stolen base without getting caught stealing in 1988, 89, 91, 97, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2 stolen bases in 2006, and then a stolen base each in 2007 and 2008. So he was able to do it across his entire career.
So was
2 balls,
Pujols
1 strike.
the second closest?
I believe he was. I want to say Pujols is around 6 or 7 seasons, right in that range. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but I know he, when he was still playing, had the longest active streak of seasons without getting caught. Or seasons with a stolen base without getting caught.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Pujols there, because I know he liked the run when there was like a guaranteed stolen base too.
3-1 pitch is grounded over to short, fielded by Matthews, and his throw in time over to first. So Horky down on a ground out for the second out of the inning. Brings up Paulie Mancino, who struck out swinging his first time at the plate back in the 3rd inning. Paulie Mancino, his last time up on that strikeout, showed bunt 3 times, unsuccessful 3 times, ended up striking out. Fouls off the first pitch to the right side into the forest. Two outs. Nobody on for the Falcons. They lead 1-0 over Kent State here at the top of the 5th. Ball thrown in by Cauley. Count goes to 1-1. Kieran Cauley's worked a very good game. Just allowed 1 hit. He's struck out 7 Falcons. Has not walked any, but he's hit Brady Birchmeyer twice. Delivers a beautiful off-speed pitch into the zone. Dropped right in for a strike. One, 2 count on Paulie Mancino. The pitch by Cauley, fouled off to the right side. Mancino able to just catch up to that heater high in the zone. Paulie Mancino hit in all 3 games against Sanford. 3 for 12 over the weekend. Scored 3 times, drove in a run. Looking to get on base once again here. Looks at a ball outside and down low. So the count goes even to 2-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Kieran Cawley working from the stretch. Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. His delivery swung on and missed by Mancino. A 1-2-3 inning for Kieran Cawley. 8 strikeouts on his ledger today. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bowling Green leads Kent State 1-0. You're listening to BGSU Baseball right here on Falcon Radio.
Get hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
Join the Zig Zone Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM.
7, 8, 9 in the order, due up for Kent State. Alejandro Kovas, Hunter Klotz, and Grady Mee. Jacob Turner continues to work on the mound. Now going into his 5th inning of action. Turner's first delivery of the at-bat, fouled off to the left side by Kovas. Kovas singled his first time up in the 2nd inning, ended up reaching 2nd before Mee flew out to end the 2nd inning. Jacob Turner, this pitch will be his 50th of the game. It's swung on and flown out to right field. Fairly deep. Horky drifting back. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning in front of the right field warning track. Hunter Klotz now stepping up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. Jacob Turner on the day has 4 strikeouts. Does not have a walk, so as things stand right now, Jacob Turner on the season, 17 strikeouts to 4 walks. A very respectable ratio. Turner's first pitch. Fastball misses outside for a ball. Turner's worked a great game on the mound for Bowling Green. He's set 9 golden flashes down consecutively. Really found a rhythm out there on the rubber. He's falling behind Hunter Klotz here. 2 balls, no strikes. From the windup, his pitch right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 the count. Get back in the at-bat for Turner. Fouled off at the plate by Klotz. So the count goes even to 2-2. Turner has worked himself back into the at-bat. And Adam Duffin doing some research for me. I was pretty accurate, Sam. It's 6 seasons that Pujols had with a stolen base without getting caught. As it's chopped over to the right side, fielded by Birchmeyer. He'll flip to Turner, covering the bag in time for the 2nd out of the inning. 10 straight golden flashes set down straight by Jacob Turner. Brings up Grady Mee, the 9-hole hitter, in the order for Kent State. Turner would love to work a 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning. and avoid having to face the top of this order until next frame. First pitch ball on the outside by Turner. Grady Mee flew out to center field his first time up. Gave it a ride, but Paulie Mancino catching it as he jumped into the center field wall in front of the batter's eye. Strike thrown in by Turner. Count goes even to 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses for a ball, 2-1. The next pitch by Turner, swing and a miss at the plate. So Grady Mee now on a 2-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Bowling Green leads Kent State 1-0 here at Schoonover Stadium. Jacob Turner looking for his 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning. His delivery grounded over to first. Birchmeyer sliding backhand stop, takes it himself. Jacob Turner in an absolute rhythm on the mound for Bowling Green. The Falcons stay ahead 1-0 as we hit the top of the 6th. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know Falcon Media Sports Network has video highlights of BGSU athletic events? To see all the moments from your favorite BGSU teams and athletes, head over to the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel or view them on bgfalconmedia.com.
Check out bgfalconmedia.com for previews, recaps, photos, videos, and more of the Falcons.
Bowling Green will begin the top of the 6th with the top of the order. Sam Seidel, Vinny Salvioni, Anthony Mita, 1-2-3 in the lineup for the Falcons. Due up. Kieran Cawley still out there on the mound for Kent State. Cawley has 8 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hit by pitches, and has allowed just 1 hit today. That 1 hit, a solo shot by Vinny Salvioni over the left field wall back in the 4th inning. That's been the difference so far today. Seidel 0 for 2 on the day, has struck out swinging both times at the plate. Cawley will work from the stretch. Kent State, they're all white road uniform. They're all white home uniforms. Bowling Green in their all gray road uniforms. Classic uniform matchup between the two teams today. First pitch ball by Cawley. The next delivery in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count now on Seidel. Sam Seidel has had success in every series this season. Swing and a miss by Seidel. Just not seeing it the best so far today. Last season struck out 17 times overall in 35 games. Already up to 10 strikeouts this season in just 11 games. As strike 3, but the ball gets past Brody Williams behind the plate, so it'll be a strikeout for Kieran Cawley. But it'll be a drop third strike where Seidel reaches safely at first. So a miscue by the Golden Flashes there allows Seidel to take advantage of it and reach base safely. So swing and strikeout for Seidel. 9th strikeout of the day for Colhy. 3rd time Seidel has struck out, but he does reach first on that error by Brody Williams behind the plate. 2nd error of the day by Kent State. First error was by Luke Matthews, the shortstop. First pitch strike to Vinny Salvioni. Salvioni scoring the only run in today's game with a solo home run. Pickoff attempt over to first. Seidel back in time safely. Sam Seidel, 7 stolen bases on 8 attempts this season, tied for 4th in the conference with stolen bases. 11 stolen bases last season and 42 stolen bases in his BG career. The next pitch, a ball, pickoff attempt over to first, thrown by Brody Williams over to Hunter Klotz. Seidel back in safely. Nice idea by Kent State. Just Seidel able to get back just in time. Counts 1-1 at the plate on Vinny Salvioni. Pickoff attempt again to Seidel. Seidel back in time safely. 3rd time Kent State is trying to pick him off in this at-bat. Paying a lot of attention over to number 21 over at first. Seidel is off. No, he's not. It was a fake steal. And it's a line out to center field to Micah Kirikoff by Vinny Salvioni. Seidel acted like he was going, did not actually run. Salvioni got a good swing on it, but drove it straight out on a line to Micah Kirikoff in center field for the first out of the inning. Brings up Anthony Meadup, 3rd hole hitter for Kent State. 0-2 on the day. He's flown out and struck out. Another pickoff attempt over to first. 4th now on Seidel, back in safely. Seidel stays put. Fouled off to the left side by Anthony Mita. Seidel has not been afraid to run this season. Before the season, associate head coach Matt Remblack mentioned that he thinks Seidel could get up to 15-plus stolen bases. Well, he's already about halfway to that mark with 7, as we've just now hit the start of conference play. Another pickoff attempt, 5th. Seidel back in safely. So Colhy has thrown over 4 times, and the catcher Brody Williams has thrown over once. Seidel back in time safely every time. And Seidel is off running. The throw down from Williams, and the tag applied by Matthews in time. Seidel nailed at second. Second caught stealing of the day by Kent State. As the Golden Flashes clear the base paths once again. Seidel, 2nd time he's been caught stealing, now 7 for 9 on the base paths this season. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike. On Anthony Mita at the plate. Kieran Colhy with 2 outs, his delivery. This one lined in the right center field, but Micah Kirikoff, jumping catch onto the run to his left, over in right center field, ends the inning. So Bowling Green starts the inning with a leadoff base runner, but unable to do any damage. As we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, Bowling Green leading Kent State right here on Falcon Radio.
Falcon Media Sports Network produces more feature stories about BGSU athletics than any other media outlet. Make sure to head over to bgfalconmedia.com and follow Falcon Media Sports Network at BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and BG Falcon Media on Instagram and Facebook to stay up to date with all of our content.
Hi, I'm Anna Sidek. I'm a freshman setter from BGSU volleyball team, and that's my 4 self-care habits. So the first one is drinking a coffee because it helps me to be just energized like during the day. Second thing would be reading a book. I'm a such bookworm and I just love it. Other one would be listening to music because like music keeps me calm and I just love it. And the last thing, but not the least, it would be like stretching with Santi, our athletic trainer, because he keeps my body safe and everything. So I'm really grateful for
Check out live updates on X at BG_FMSN.
Top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th for Kent State, Luke Matthews, Sawyer Solitaria, and Micah Kirikoff. Due up for the Golden Flashes. Kent State leading Bowling Green in hits 3-1. They trail on the scoreboard 1-0. First pitch to the at-bat, Luke Matthews in there for a strike by Jacob Turner. Turner now at 60 pitches on the day. He's set down 11 straight Kent State batters. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings by Turner. Gets a foul ball to the left side. So the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes on Luke Matthews, who has grounded out twice today, 1 to second base, 1 time to shortstop. Big deep breath. Now delivery from the windup by Turner down low and outside for a ball. 1-2 the count on Matthews. A pitch, swing and a miss. Jacob Turner got him for his 5th strikeout of the game. And now 12 straight Golden Flashes set down by Jacob Turner on an absolute roll on the mound. Bowling Green looking to continue their success and beginning conference play for the 3rd straight season. First pitch strike to Sawyer Solitaria. If you remember 2 years ago, Bowling Green started MAC play 17-0 in 2024, a conference record. They followed it up last season by starting MAC play 7-0. They have won their MAC opener in 3 straight seasons. Bowling Green has not won their first MAC game of the year in 4 straight seasons since the 2003 to 2005 campaigns. And in terms of sweeping their first MAC series in 3 straight seasons, it's never been done since the Falcons joined the Mid-American Conference in 1953. So chasing a little bit of program history this weekend if they can put together a few wins. 2-1 the count on Sawyer Solitaria. Solitaria been quiet today. Fouls this off to the left side, past third base on the ground. Solitaria has grounded out to third and flown out to right. Very dangerous hitter. In the reigning MAC Freshman of the Year and All-MAC First Team selection. Held in check by Jacob Turner so far. Turner from the windup, his 2-2 pitch. Grounded over to third, fielded by Mina, but foul. Just to the left of the third base bag. So the count stays 2-2. Just 1 out, bottom of the 6th here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Bowling Green leads the Kent State Golden Flashes 1-0. A Vinny Salvioni solo shot over the left field wall in the 4th inning, the difference maker up to this point. Turner, his next pitch, misses just inside for a ball. So the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Turner set down 12 straight golden flashes. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. The payoff pitch to Sawyer Solitaria is swung on, flown out, right center field. That's going to hit the alley. It'll be picked up by the right fielder, Zach Horkey, right before the warning track, and it's going to be a 1-out double for Sawyer Solitaria. The first extra base hit of the game delivered by Kent State's best hitter. So Kent State with a runner in scoring position for the second time today. They had runners on second and third with just 1 out back in the second inning. Jacob Turner was able to get a strikeout and a flyout to get out of trouble. He now has a runner on second and Sawyer Solitaria, who has some speed, 2 stolen bases on the season, and can run when he wants. And Micah Kirikoff, who's 1 for 2 on the day at the plate. Kirikoff shows bunt, pulls it back. Appeal down to first base umpire Michael Gerber says he did not go around. Kyle Hallock out of the dugout, talking with home plate umpire Mark Schmidt. Bowling Green adamant that that Kirikoff went around. And Hallock now going to walk out, and he's going to engage in a conversation here with Mark Schmidt, the home plate umpire. Immediately bursted out of the Bowling Green dugout. Bunt was shown by Micah Kirikoff. Home plate umpire Mark Schmidt appealed down to Michael Gerber, the first base umpire. He said he did not go around. So now the umpire is going to meet just in front of the mound to discuss this one. So the count as it stands right now would be 1-0. This is going to be an interesting one on if they do reverse a appeal down to the umpire. You do not see this kind of stuff reversed very often at the college baseball level. Jeff Duncan, head coach of Kent State, now out of the dugout. He's walking towards the umpires, and he's asking, what's going on here? What are you guys talking about? You can't change that. It appears by his reaction, Jeff Duncan's reaction, that it's going to stay as it was called. So it'll stay 1-0. One of those situations where you don't have any firm review process for that one, so Bowling Green just a bit unlucky. So the 1-0 pitch by Jacob Turner swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-1. The only good thing about that situation for Bowling Green, it was not a high leverage pitch. It was the first pitch of an at-bat. So nothing crazy lost for Bowling Green outside of a ball and a couple minutes of game time. Turner's next pitch misses just a bit for a ball. May have been a bit low. Count goes to 2-1. Turner up over 70 pitches in his 6th inning of work. It's the longest a Bowling Green starter has gone this year. Turner's next pitch hits the turf, but D'Lo DeVico behind the plate able to keep it to his side and keep Sawyer Solitaria at bay at second base. Count, though, 3-1 on Micah Kirikoff. Brody Williams awaits on deck. You can feel the momentum shifting a bit towards Kent State. Jacob Turner trying to put an end to it. His 3-1 payoff pitch misses down low and inside. First walk issued today by Jacob Turner. So Brody Williams will come up to the plate with a runner on first and second. Chance to do some damage for Kent State. Williams has grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out swinging today. On the season, Brody Williams, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. He's been riding a 5-game hitting streak coming into today. Head coach Kyle Hallock for Bowling Green coming out to the mound. We will see if this is a normal mound visit or if it's a pitching change for Bowling Green. Hallock meeting with Turner and the entire infield. You would have to think that Hallock's going to give Turner a bit of a leash here to try to work his way out of it. Runners on first and second for Kent State. Just one out in the inning. Bowling Green still ahead, 1-0. Home plate umpire Mark Schmidt heads out to the mound. He's going to break up this mound meeting. It's been a long mound visit for Hallock and the Falcons. So Jacob Turner's going to stay in the game. We'll see if he's able to work out of this spot that he's got himself into. A runner in scoring position, 2 on, only 1 out in the frame. He's held the Kent State offense at bay all day long. He's allowed just 4 hits, only 1 extra base hit. Sawyer Solitaria is at second. Micah Kirikoff is at first. Brody Williams at the plate. Jacob Turner from the stretch. His delivery is swung on and missed for a first pitch strike. Williams, over the 5-game hitting streak that he is riding, has hit .524, 11 for 21 coming into today. 4 runs batted in. As he chops it to the left side of the infield, fielded by the third baseman, Mita. His throw over to first in time, so 2 outs now for Bowling Green. And it brings up a major at-bat as Kent State, with 2 runners in scoring position for the second time today. Sawyer Solitaria moving up to third base, Micah Kirikoff to second, and Colton Schaller up to the plate. Schaller has one of Kent State's 4 hits today. That came back in the second. Last time he was up in the fourth, he grounded out to second. Pitch count for Jacob Turner at 78. First pitch swinging, this one driven. Deep right center field. Going back is Horky. He watches it sail over the tall wall in right center field. And we have a brand new ball game. A 3-run home run by Colton Schaller to right center field. Puts Kent State up 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Jacob Turner had kept the Golden Flashes at bay for 5 2/3 innings. And Colton Schaller just changed this entire game with 1 swing of the bat. For Schaller, 3 home runs and now 13 runs batted in on the season. And Jacob Turner will stay in the game. His first pitch, a ball to Ripken Reese. Next pitch to Reese, grounded up the middle, fielded by Jacob Turner. Turner going to flip it to Birchmeyer. So Jacob Turner goes 6 innings for Bowling Green. But Colton Schaller puts Kent State out in front after a 3-run home run to right center field. Golden Flashes 3, Bowling Green 1. We go to the top of the 7th right here on Falcon Radio.
Hi, I'm Avery Anders, number 3 on the women's volleyball team. My Falcon 4 of my favorite songs I'm listening to right now is 20 Something by SZA, Afraid to Feel, Swag Surfin', and Maneater.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network online at bgfalconmedia.com.
We go to the top of the 7th here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. It'll be 4-5-6 due up for the Falcons. Brady Birchmeyer, TJ Tackett, and Andrew DiLodovico. Colton Schaller changing the game with one swing of the bat last half inning, a 3-run home run over the tall wall in right center field to put Kent State up 3-1. Bowling Green has just one hit today. It was a Vinny Salvioni solo shot to left field. That's all the offense they've really been able to muster. Brady Birchmeyer has reached base twice today. He's been hit by a pitch twice. As he steps into the box. Kieran Coley working into his 7th inning. Pitch count sits at 70. Coley's been excellent today. His first pitch to Birchmeyer fouled to the back by Brady. Coley has 9 strikeouts today. Has not walked a batter outside of the 2 hit-by pitches to Birchmeyer. The next delivery from the stretch by Coley misses for a ball. So Coley now on the season, 26 strikeouts to 5 walks. Very good ratio. He struck out 5 while hitting a batter on Friday against Rhode Island across 3 2/3 innings. Fires in a ball here. Count goes to 2-1. Coley still working from the stretch. His next delivery to Brady Birchmeyer inside. Almost caught Birchmeyer again. Had to take a step back to avoid that pitch. Count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. Birchmeyer a ball away from reaching base for the 3rd time today. TJ Tackett awaits on deck. Birchmeyer lines this one up the middle. Finds outfield turf. And it's the first hit of the game for Brady Birchmeyer. 2nd hit by the Falcons. And Brady Birchmeyer's hitting streak goes to 5 games. After a tough start to the season for Brady Birchmeyer against Georgia Tech and Western Carolina, Birchmeyer has picked it up at the plate and found a little bit of a groove. TJ Tackett's at the dish. He's struck out looking 2 times. First pitch swinging, flies it out fairly deep left center field. Kovas and Kirikov both back on the warning track. Kovas, the left fielder, makes the catch on the warning track in front of the 385 marker, in front of the American flag in left center field for the first out of the inning. Brady Birchmeyer retreats back to first. So, 1 out now for Bowling Green brings up the freshman Andrew DiLodovico. DiLodovico has flown out twice today, 1 to left, 1 to center. Pickoff attempt over to first. Birchmeyer back in time safely. Bowling Green's been caught stealing 2 times today. Zach Corky first, and then Sam Seidel caught attempting to advance 90 feet on the base paths. Coley's next pitch works inside. Catches the inside corner of the plate for a strike. Action in both teams' bullpens as it's fouled off to the back by DiLodovico. Andrew DiLodovico has struck out in all 9 of the games that he's had an at-bat this season. Has not done that so far today. He's put bat on ball every time at the plate. He now grounds this one over to third. That's fielded by Reese. Turn to me at second for one, and the relay to Klotz at first in time for an inning-ending double play. Kieran Coley has gone 7 strong innings for Kent State, allowed just 2 hits and 1 run. The Golden Flashes lead the Falcons 3-1 as we hit the 7th inning stretch at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Falcon Media Sports Network now has a pregame and postgame show, along with intermission reports for every BGSU hockey broadcast, starting 25 minutes before each game. Make sure to tune in to hear insights and knowledge from Falcon Media Sports Network analysts. You can listen to every broadcast on WBGU 88.1 FM, your home for Falcon hockey. Also streaming on bgfalconmedia.com.
Even when the game ends, Falcon Media Sports Network's coverage continues with a recap on bgfalconmedia.com.
Jacob Turner back out of the mound for Bowling Green as we hit the bottom of the 7th. Kent State leading the Falcons 3-1. Tyler Cavalitz here from the Falcon Media Sports Network. Great to be with you today. Calling this game in Kent, Ohio. Some great baseball weather. We're sitting mid to high 60s. Clouds in the sky, but we'll take the temperature. Can't get everything we want. Jacob Turner's at 80 pitches through his first 6 innings, has given up 5 hits and those 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk. His 81st pitch is fouled off to the left side by Ripken Reese. It'll be 6, 7, 8 in the order for Kent State. Ripken Reese, Alejandro Kovas, and Hunter Klotz due up. Reese 0 for 2 today, a strikeout swing and a ground out to third. The next pitch is a check swing. And home plate umpire Mark Schmidt says he went around, so 0-2 the count on Ripken Reese. Both teams getting on the board via the long ball. Grounder over to short. Salvioni backhanded stop. Bounces it over to Birchmeyer. A nice pick at first for the first out of the inning. Couple nice backhands first from Salvioni, then from Birchmeyer on that play. Brings up Alejandro Kovas. He has one of Kent State's 5 hits today. He is 1 for 2 at the dish, a single and a fly out to right. You would have to assume Hallock is hoping that Turner can get through this 7th. Save his bullpen arms just a bit. Swing and a miss by Kovas. The first pitch of the at-bat. Turner's stuff still good at the plate. His next pitch, down low for a ball. One thing Turner has mentioned that he is trying to work on is just being level-headed on the mound during adversity situations and finding his way out of it without getting in his head too much, which always is the battle that pitchers face, especially at the collegiate level. 2-1 the count on Kovas. Turner working from the windup with no one on base. The right-hander's delivery, line over to short, just over the glove of a jumping Vinny Salvioni. Hard turnaround first by Kovas. He'll stay there. It's a 1-out single for Alejandro Kovas, his 2nd hit of the day. Salvioni got up there with that jump, nearly got his glove on that ball. It was a terrific effort at shortstop. But Kovas able to find that outfield turf. So Hunter Klotz will come to the dish. And Kyle Hallock's going to come out to the mound. You would have to assume that this will be the end of the day for Jacob Turner. And it will be the end of the line for Turner. So we'll have a new pitcher into the game for Bowling Green when we come back. As it stands right now, runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th for Kent State. The Golden Flashes lead the Falcons 3-1. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Hi, this is Emmy Butera with the women's soccer team, and I'm doing my favorite 4 candies. So my first one is Jolly Ranchers. My second one is Sour Patch Watermelon. My third one, probably Gummy Bears. And my fourth one, I'll go with Mentos.
Hey, this is Nicholas Winholtz, executive producer of The Swoop. Make sure to tune into The Swoop, BG Falcon Media's live sports talk show, produced by BG24, every Thursday at 4:15 p.m., live streamed on the BG24 YouTube channel, and is always available afterwards at bgfalconmedia.com, your home for all BGSU athletics, news, and updates.
Falcon Media Sports Network produces weekly short-form and long-form social media pieces for in-season sports all year long. Make sure to check out at BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and at BG Falcon Media on Instagram and Facebook to view the content.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network on X at BG_FMSN.
The new pitcher into the game for Bowling Green is Ty Roeder, junior right-hander, 6'4", 226 out of Waterville, Ohio. Second year at Bowling Green after transferring from Wright State, where he spent the first 2 years of his collegiate career. Does not have a decision this year, a 208 earned run average across 4 1/3 innings pitched in his 3 relief appearances. Roeder 5 strikeouts to 4 walks, has held opponents to a 250 batting average. We'll hold off on Jacob Turner's final line as he's still responsible for the runner on first, Alejandro Covas. But Turner giving up 6 hits and 3 runs across 6 1/3 innings of work. Roeder's first pitch is fouled off to the back by Hunter Klotz. Ty Roeder gave up a run in his first appearance of the season against Georgia Tech in an inning and 2/3 pitched. Has not given up a run in his past 2 appearances, which has spanned 2 2/3 innings. Roeder's 0-1 delivery, chopped over to the left side, but foul. Count goes to 0-2 on Klotz. Roeder last season pitched in 22 games, all out of the bullpen. Held a 3-1 record with a 531 earned run average. 33 strikeouts, 16 walks allowed, over 40 and 2/3 innings pitched. 0-2 the count. Roeder's payoff delivery fouled off to the left side. Will do it again at no balls, 2 strikes. Ty Roeder a bit of a 3/4 arm slot with his delivery. Roeder, his next pitch, just misses with the off-speed for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Roeder pitched on Friday against Sanford, went an inning and a third, gave up a hit and a walk, but struck out 3 batters. Roeder's next delivery, got him looking. Ty Roeder locked up Hunter Klotz. Got him with the fastball for the strikeout, second out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Ty Roeder. Brings up Luke Matthews. Matthews looks at a first pitch ball. He's 0 for 3 today, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Matthews now looks at a strike on the outside corner. Ty Roeder threw 3 innings against Kent State last year. He did not fare the best, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, struck out 2, walked 2. Hits included 2 doubles and a homer. He also balked across 64 pitches. He is a guy that can give you long relief if you need it. During his 2 years at Wright State, he was served as a reliever and a starter. 2-1 the count on Luke Matthews. 2 outs in this bottom of the 7th. Kent State leading 3-1. Roeder's next pitch, line down to left center field. That'll find outfield turf. Hard around second. But Hunter Klotz will stay put there. So Luke Matthews gets his first hit of the game. Overall, 7th hit of the day for Kent State. And it brings up Sawyer Solitaria. Solitaria held in check his first 2 at-bats against Jacob Turner, a ground out and a flyout. Delivered with a double his last time at the plate and was driven in. And that 3-run home run by Colton Schaller. Ty Roeder from the stretch, the right-hander delivers. Solitaria drives this one deep center field. And he's going to watch it sail out of here. Sawyer Solitaria, a 3-run home run, the second 3-run dinger of the game by Kent State. And they have taken a 5-run advantage, 6-1. Golden Flashes up on the Falcons. Sawyer Solitaria got all of that one and launched it out just to the left of the batter's eye in center field. Home run ball has been the story of the game today. All 7 runs scored via home run today. Vinny Salvioni, a solo shot for Bowling Green. And 2 3-run home runs for Kent State, 1 for Colton Schaller and 1 for Sawyer Solitaria. 0-2 the count on Micah Kirikoff. And Solitaria just so dangerous at the plate. An incredible talent for the Golden Flashes. His 7th home run of the season already, and he's up to 15 runs batted in. 0-2 pitch to Kirikoff, just a bit outside for a ball. A 1-2 pitch, misses for a ball, but the appeal down said, first base umpire Michael Gerber said that Kirikoff went around. It was a really delayed appeal down to first, but that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. But 3 more runs added on by Kent State, a 3-run dinger by Sawyer Solitaria. Golden Flashes 6, Bowling Green 1, as we go to the top of the 8th here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Ever wanted to hear what a BGSU coach or player says after a game? Head over to the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel to watch post-game press conferences for all BGSU home volleyball, soccer, football, hockey, and basketball games.
When your car is making a strange noise, No matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
Check out more Falcon athletic coverage online at bgfalconmedia.com.
Kieran Colhey's day is done on the mound for Kent State. We'll get you his final line. So Colhey goes 7 innings, throws 78 pitches, allows just 2 hits and 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, no walks, and 2 hit by pitches across 24 batters faced for Kieran Colhey. A terrific outing for the right-handed ace for Kent State. In relief for Colhey is Brody Krisiak, a junior right-hander, 6 foot, 200, from Bay City, Michigan. Second season at Kent for Krisiak after playing the 2024 season at Oakland. Krisiak is 0-1 this year, has 2 saves to his ledger, a .523 earned run average across 10 1/3 innings pitched, 5 games pitched in, and 1 start for Krisiak. 11 strikeouts, has not walked a batter this year, and he holds opponents to .231 at the plate. It'll be Scheiderer, Horky, Mancino, 7-8-9 due up for Bowling Green. To begin the top of the 8th, Falcons now in a 5-run hole, 6-1 after back-to-back innings of 3-run home runs for Kent State. First it was Colton Schaller, then it was Sawyer Solitaria. First pitch ball to Griffin Scheiderer. The freshman 0 for 2 today has grounded out to third and struck out swinging. This one lined up the middle off the pitcher's mound, but it's going to be fielded by Matthews behind second base, and he delivers a strike to first in time for the out. Almost a lucky bounce for Scheiderer, but right into the glove of Matthews, and that's how the first out of the inning goes for Bowling Green. Falcons now down to their final 5. Zach Horky up to the plate, swing and a miss by Horky. Horky reached on base in the 3rd inning on an error by Luke Matthews. He was caught stealing and tagged out by Matthews for the second out of that inning. He then grounded out the short his last time up in the 5th. Looks at a ball here. Count goes to 1-1. 1 out, top of the 8th. Bowling Green trails Kent State 6-1. They've been out hit by the Golden Flashes 8-2. Next pitch misses for a ball, goes to 2-1. Bowling Green does not have a win this season when getting out hit by their opponent. They are 0-8. And if things stay the way they are right now, they'll move to 0-9 in that category. Something the Falcons have had a real problem with this season. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike to Zach Horky. Krisiak got a save his last appearance on Saturday against Rhode Island. Went 3 innings with 3 strikeouts and crosses 36 pitches. 2-2, the payoff pitch by Krisiak, a swing and a miss by Horky. She was foul tipped into the glove of Brody Williams, but nonetheless a strikeout for Brody Krisiak for the second out of the inning. And that's the 10th overall strikeout of the day for the Kent State pitching staff. First pitch to Paulie Mancino in there for a strike. Krisiak last season appeared in 14 games, 13 of them in relief. Had a 2-0 mark, .424 earned run average, 17 strikeouts and 10 walks across 23 1/3 innings pitched. Has really been dominant in terms of control this season. 1-1 the count on Paulie Mancino. Bottom of the order for Bowling Green. Sam Seidel would be next up if Mancino can reach base, as Paulie fouls this off to the woods to the right side. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Krasiak trying to get a 1-2-3 eighth inning. The payoff pitch from Krasiak is swung on and fouled off to the right side by Mancino. Paulie Mancino, a good contact hitter for Bowling Green. Hit over 300 last season at Ohio. He's had a hit in 3 straight games coming into this contest. 0 for 2 at the plate with 2 strikeouts today. The next pitch to Mancino just misses for a ball. Count goes even to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Krasiak comes set. His 2-2 delivery to the plate is swung on and tipped at the plate by Mancino. So he fights to stay alive. Kent State just 4 outs away from a MAC opening win against Bowling Green. Falcons have won their MAC opener in 3 straight seasons. That on the line right now. 2-2 pitch from Krasiak is swung on and grounded to the left side through to the outfield. Paulie Mancino, a 4-game hitting streak as he finds outfield turf just past the diving glove of Luke Matthews at short. And we go to the top of the order with Sam Seidel, who has struck out 3 times today, reached base his last time on an error by Brody Williams behind the plate on his last strikeout, but looking to get out of the slump he's been in during today's game. First pitch to Seidel, in there for a strike. Bowling Green could use something here to get him back into the game, down by 5. Now up to 3 hits today. Kent State has out-hit them 8-3. Next pitch to Seidel, misses for a ball. 1-1. Sam Seidel, 4 for 10 in 3 games against Kent State last season. Had career highs in batting average and RBIs, hitting .324 and driving in 35 last year. Has started hot again this season. Next pitch to him, misses for a ball. The key for Seidel is finding a way to stay healthy this year, as he ran into those injuries, was limited to 35 games last season. That is something that really haunted this Bowling Green team all of last season, especially in the back half of the year, was those injuries. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Sam Seidel. 2 outs, top of the 8th, runner on first in the form of Paulie Mancino. This ball in the dirt, Mancino going to take off and run. The throw is bobbled by Matthews. Would have been a tough tag anyways, as Mancino advances to second. So a runner in scoring position now for Bowling Green, as the count's 3-1 on Sam Seidel. It's going to be ruled a stolen base for Paulie Mancino. That'll be his 2nd stolen base on 3 attempts. First stolen base of the day for Bowling Green after Horkey and Seidel were both caught stealing. Next pitch to Seidel, catches the outside corner for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Bowling Green trails Kent State 6-1. Runner on second for the Falcons in the form of Paulie Mancino. Brody Krasiak comes set. The right-hander looks in, delivers. And ball 4, and it goes to the backstop, so Sam Seidel will take his place at first, and Paulie Mancino will also advance to third on the wild pitch. So Bowling Green a chance to get back into the game here with a swing of the bat. Vinny Salvioni, the player responsible for the only run scored today for Bowling Green on a solo shot back in the fourth, is going to step up to the plate with 2 runners on. And we're going to have a meeting in front of the mound between the umpires. No signal as to what this meeting is about. And the umpiring crew going to go look and review something that just happened in the last play. So we're going to take a break, and we will figure out what they are reviewing and what the result of that is when we come back. As it stands, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Bowling Green trails Kent State 6-1. Falcons have runners on first and third with Vinny Salvioni at the plate. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
Hello, this is Josh Arlenson on BGSU Men's Soccer, and these are my Falcon 4 teammates that I'd bring on a cross-country road trip. First, I'll say Trace Terry, because he's the Ox man, you know, good vibes, good music, whole time cross-country. Beto, because I've lived with him for 3 years, so I know he won't annoy me, and I know he'll be prepared for the trip too. B-Game, he'd plan a good trip, so that's probably why B-Game. And then the last one would be Jake Lane, you know, because energy the whole trip, you know, that'd be good for the vibes too.
I taught for 20 years, until I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit. Getting his early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard, but it gave us time to take control of the situation together.
I can't imagine going through this without him.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Interested in joining Falcon Media Sports Network? If you're looking to get involved, send an email to sports@bgfalconmedia.com.
After this game wraps up, more coverage continues online at bgfalconmedia.com.
Okay, so nothing changed after the review between the umpiring crew. They went past the gate through the gate past the Kent State dugout to go review that for a few minutes. Came back and kept exactly what was out there. So runners on first and second for Bowling Green. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Falcons trail Kent State 6-1. It's Paulie Mancino on third, Sam Seidel on first. Vinny Salvioni's at the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a solo shot. Chops it up the middle. High chopper going to be fielded by Luke Matthews at short. He'll fire over to Klotz at first. And Bowling Green is now down to their final 3 outs of the game as we hit the bottom of the 8th. Kent State leading the Falcons 6-1. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio. Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
Falcon Media Sports Network will cover and call every game of the MAC men's and women's basketball tournaments from Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio for the 6th straight year from Wednesday, March 11th through Saturday, March 14th. Tune into the games on WBGU 88.1 FM and Falcon Radio with all content on @BG_FMSN on Twitter X and BGFalconMedia.com.
Check out BGFalconMedia.com for previews, recaps, photos, videos, and more of the Falcons.
6-1, Kent State leads Bowling Green as we hit the bottom of the 8th inning at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Ty Roeder still out there on the mound for Bowling Green, pitched through 10 pitches. Last inning for the Falcons. Kent State trailed this game 1-0 up until the 6th inning. That's when Colton Schaller hit a 3-run home run. And then in the 7th, Sawyer Solitaria joined the party, hit a 3-run dinger of his own. And those home runs have changed this game. Kent State in full control. Ty Roeder going to try to work a quick inning here in the 8th and get the Falcons' bats up to the plate one last time to try to make a run. Brody Williams, Colton Schaller, Ripken Reese, 4, 5, 6, heart of the order, due up for the Golden Flashes. Ty Roeder's first pitch, a swing and a miss by Brody Williams. Brody Williams today is 0 for 3. Fielder's choice, strikeout, and a ground out. This pitch bounces in front of D. Lodovico and goes about halfway up the net behind home plate by the on-deck circle in front of the Kent State dugout. Counts 1-1. The next pitch to Brody, a check swing, but it's in there for a strike, so count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ty Roeder, 2 strikeouts last inning. Looking for another here. His 1-2 delivery. Got him looking. Locked up Brody Williams with a fastball on the outside corner. 3rd strikeout of the game for Ty Roeder, 2nd looking. And that brings up Colton Schaller, who had that 3-run home run his last time at the plate for Kent State. Schaller, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in now this season. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, has 3 homers and 12 runs batted in over that span. Looks at a first pitch ball. Schaller did not take an at-bat in his only game did take a few plate appearances, no official at-bat in his only game against Bowling Green last season. Walked twice and came around to score once. In that series against Rhode Island over the weekend, he had a huge game on Saturday. Went 2 for 3, scored twice, hit 2 home runs, and drove in 7. So he's been on quite a tear as of late for Kent State. He's looked at 3 straight balls to begin the at-bat by Ty Roeder. The next pitch, this one driven fairly deep right center field. Going back and settling under it is Paulie Mancino. So just a bit under that one by Colton Schaller. And it's the 2nd out of the inning for Bowling Green. Brings up Ripken Reese, the 3rd baseman for the Golden Flashes. Bowling Green and out away from getting their bats up to the plate one last time, trailing by 5 runs, 6-1. First pitch ball to Ripken Reese. Jacob Turner went 6 1/3 for Bowling Green in his start today. Gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits. Walked a batter and struck out 6 across 91 pitches. By far his longest start of the year and the longest start of any Falcon this season. Ty Roeder has come in relief for Turner. Gets a swing and a miss from Reese there, so the count now 2 balls, 1 strike on Ripken Reese. Ty Roeder from the stretch, his next pitch just misses down low for a ball, so count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike on Ripken Reese. Ty Roeder's next delivery, a swing and a miss by Reese, so the count goes full to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ty Roeder trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Jacob Turner worked 3 1-2-3 innings consecutively in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th frames before he ran into trouble in the 6th and the 7th. This one grounded up the middle, a diving attempt by Vinny Salvioni, the shortstop, not able to get a glove on it as it bounces into the outfield. So it'll be a 2-out single for Ripken Reese, his first of the day. Brings up Alejandro Covas. Ty Roeder's pitch count now up to 24 as Covas steps up to the dish. Ty Roeder from the stretch takes a look over at first, now delivers to the plate. This one sharply grounded to the left side, but foul. The 0-1 pitch by Ty Roeder in there for a strike. Ty Roeder 1 strike away from turning over the order to Bowling Green and getting the Falcons' bats up one last time. There's a runner on first in the form of Ripken Reese. Ty Roeder comes set. Roeder, the right-hander, delivers as Reese takes off. It's grounded over to third base. Mita slides to get it. His bouncing throw to first pulls Birchmeyer off the bag. I don't think it was going to be in time either way. And that will allow Alejandro Covas to reach safely. So now runners on first and third for Kent State with 2 outs. And that will be scored a single for Alejandro Covas, as I believe it should be. It was a good stop by Anthony Mita. Just wasn't able to get a strong enough throw on it. Pulled Birchmeyer a bit off the bag, and it was going to be a bit late anyway as took a bounce in the turf. BG head coach Kyle Hallock out to the mound once again. We'll see if he's going to pull the trigger on another reliever or just the mound meeting with Ty Roeder. No signs of life from the bullpen. Hallock, a Kent State graduate and a Kent State Athletics Hall of Famer. 1 MAC pitcher of the year with the Golden Flashes. Has really struggled to find any success against his alma mater, though. 4-13 against the Golden Flashes. The head coach of the Falcons has not won a series against Kent State with Bowling Green. So Hallock heads back to the dugout. Ty Roeder will stay in the game for Bowling Green. He'll face Hunter Klotz with runners on first and third. It's Covas at first and Reese at third. First pitch by Roeder is down low for a ball. Covas takes second without any contest. So give Covas a stolen base of second, and now 2 Kent State runners in scoring position on second and third. Bowling Green was going to let him take that base, focus on the batter at the plate. This one's lined up the middle, and it's going to settle in front of Mancino in center field. That'll bring 2 home for Kent State as Ripken Reese and Alejandro Cobas come around to score. It's a 2 RBI single for Hunter Klotz, and Kent State in full control, up 8-1 over Bowling Green. And I'll bring up Grady Mee, the 9-hole hitter for the Golden Flashes. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Flown out to center, grounded out to first, and struck out looking. First pitch ball thrown to Mee. And Kent State just continues their strong start to the season against BG here today. This pitching staff is dominant for Kent State, and their offense is nothing to look past whatsoever. Next pitch, also a ball. 2-0 the count to Grady Mee. Kent State looking to move to 5-0 at home this season. Last season, the Golden Flashes were 23-2 when playing here at Schoonover Stadium. Kent State has scored 8 runs in now 7 games this season, as it's going to be a walk issue to Grady Mee. So Ty Roeder starting to lose control out there on the mound. Sends it to the top of the order with Luke Matthews. Matthews singled and came around to score on the 3-run home run by Sawyer Solitaria last time at the plate. We're going to have another pitching change for Bowling Green. Head coach Kyle Hallock heading back out to the mound. So we'll take a quick break, tell you more about the new arm for the Falcons when we come back. Kent State 8, Bowling Green 1 in the bottom of the 8th, right here on Falcon Radio.
Falcon Media Sports Network produces weekly short-form and long-form social media pieces for in-season sports all year long. Make sure to check out at BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and at BG Falcon Media on Instagram and Facebook to view the content.
My name is Kyle Blassingame from BGSU Men's Soccer, and my Falcon 4 favorite hobbies are Kirby, which is a game created by BG Men's Soccer. My second favorite hobby would be Solidity IIO. I recently bought a PC and I've been gaming it. My third favorite hobby is playing golf with Kyle Cusimano. And my fourth favorite hobby is watching Game of Thrones with Brendan Graves.
I actually drop better when I'm high. It heightens my senses, calms me down. If anything, I'm more careful. Honestly, it just helps me focus.
That's probably what the driver who killed a 4-year-old told himself. And now he's in prison. You see, no matter what you tell yourself, if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Check out more coverage from the Falcon Media Sports Network on X at BG_FMSN.
Third pitcher in the game for Bowling Green is C.J. Boudreau, sophomore right-hander, 6'1", 189 from Oregon, Ohio. Attended Oregon Clay High School. Boudreau does not have a decision this season, a 17.18 earned run average across 3 2/3 innings pitched and 4 relief appearances. Boudreau has struck out 4 batters, walked 2, and given up an opponent batting average of .438. Boudreau last year appeared in 13 games, started 1, went 1-0 with a 10.20 earned run average, 16 strikeouts, 9 walks, and opponent .379 batting average in 15 innings pitched. facing Luke Matthews, top of the order for Kent State. First pitch ball to Matthews. Next delivery, swing and a miss by Matthews. Count goes to 1-1. Boudreau, last pitched on Sunday, went a third of an inning, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, including a home run. Check swing by Matthews at the plate. This ball goes to the netting in the back. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boudreau did pitch against Kent State last year, tossed 1 inning. Did not allow a run, struck out 2, walked 2, and hit a batter. Also threw a wild pitch across 29 pitches thrown. The 1-2 delivery is down low for a ball. Boudreau trying to get him with the off speed. Boudreau's big blow-up appearance was against Cincinnati when he gave up 5 runs on 4 hits in an inning and 2/3 pitched, including 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Boudreau misses down low with the ball. He's thrown at least 20 pitches in 3 of his 4 appearances this season. The only appearance he did not throw at least 20 pitches was against Western Carolina when he threw 9 in 2/3 of an inning. Threw 22 against Georgia Tech, 44 against Cincinnati, and 29 against Samford. Fakes a pickoff attempt over to second, gets gets Klotz to scramble back to the bag. It's Hunter Klotz at second, Grady Mee at first. The 3-2 count at the plate, outside for ball 4. Runners were off. They, on the full count, 2-out pitch, and they'll advance 90 feet. And the bases will be loaded for Sawyer Solitaria, who is coming off a 3-run home run his last time up. So Solitaria, a chance to really do some damage. With the bases loaded and 2 outs. Luke Matthews on first, Grady Mee on second, Hunter Klotz on third. C.J. Boudreau's first pitch to Solitaria lines this one down the third base line, but just foul. Just a few inches fouled on the third base line. Would have driven in 2, possibly 3. 8-1 the score. Kent State leading Bowling Green, bottom of the 8th. So the 0-1 the count now on Solitaria. The next pitch gets a half swing. Confused Solitaria there, and the count goes to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from C.J. Boudreau, down low for a ball. Boudreau trying to get Bowling Green one more chance at the plate. Golden Flashes have out-hit the Falcons 11-3 today. They lead 8-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Sawyer Solitaria at the plate and a 1-2 count. C.J. Boudreau, the third pitcher of the game for the Falcons, comes set, delivers from the stretch. Down low for a ball. Nice job of D. Lodovico keeping it in front of him in the turf. So the count goes even to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boudreau trying to get out of the inning. Solitaria looking to do more damage. The pitch. Swung on and missed. C.J. Boudreau went up high with a fastball, got Solitaria to swing right through it. And the Bowling Green Bats will get one more shot at it here in the top of the 9th. Kent State leads 8-1. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at soundidouttogether.org. That's soundidouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
BGSU women's basketball finishes the regular season at the Stroh Center against Northern Illinois on Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m. Falcon Media Sports Network's broadcast will begin with a pregame show hosted by Holden Ruck, Dan Ridenauer, and Sam Bork before Lucas Kleinmeyer and Andrew Elkowski call the action on WBGU 88.1 FM, your home for BGSU women's basketball.
Join the Zig Zone Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Brody Krisiak back out of the mound for Kent State as the Bowling Green Bats will get one more shot at it in the top of the ninth. Kent State leads the Falcons 8-1 through 8 innings of play here at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. MAC opener for both of these teams. Kent State looking to advance to 10-3 on the season. Bowling Green sits at 2-8. Golden Flashes have out-hit the Falcons 11-3 today. It'll be 3-4-5. Due up for Bowling Green, Anthony Mita, Brady Birchmeyer, and TJ Tackett's heart of the order for the Orange and Brown. Krisiak, first pitch to Mita, misses for a ball. Anthony Mita, 0 for 3 on the day, does not have a hit. He's flown out twice, one to left, one to center. He's also struck out swinging. Kent State pitching staff, 10 strikeouts on the day. Fouls this one off at the plate, does Mita. 9 of those strikeouts by Kieran Cauley. Cauley, an excellent performance with the start for Kent State. 9 strikeouts in 7 innings across 78 pitches. Gave up just 1 run on 2 hits. The next pitch by Krisiak misses up high and outside for a ball. 2-1. Krisiak, the right-handed arm. Couple saves on the season already. His next pitch is fouled off to the left side by Mita. So the count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Anthony Mita. Brady Birchmeyer awaits on deck. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off to the right side. Two more games in this series between these two teams. We'll see what happens to tomorrow's game. It appears that we're going to have rain. So we will see if that game time gets moved. Could have the potential of a doubleheader on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see on that. The next pitch is swung on and lined out to right field. That's going to get past Solitaria and go to the wall. Anthony Mita rounds first. He's going to slide into second head first. It's a leadoff double for Anthony Mita, the second extra base hit of the day for the Falcons.
First baseman number 43, Brady Birchmeyer.
Brings up Brady Birchmeyer. Birchmeyer a single and 2 hit-by pitches today. Now a 5-game hitting streak for Birchmeyer. Bowling Green trying to get a rally going here in the 9th. Down by 7, 8-1. Birchmeyer looks at a first pitch ball in the dirt. Brady Birchmeyer had 10 doubles, 9 home runs, 50 runs batted in last season in 38 games. He also dealt with injuries the back half of the season. When he first started missing games due to injuries, he was leading the Mid-American Conference in runs batted in at the time. Looks at a strike, count goes to 1-1. Went 5 for 12 in the 3 games against Sanford over the weekend. He has one double and 1 home run this season as he fouls this off to the back. A tough start to the year, but he's rebounded. Still yet to see much of the power come through for Brady Birchmeyer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kresiak ahead of Brady. Kresiak's delivery inside for a ball. Nearly hit Birchmeyer for a 3rd time today. Count goes even to 2-2. Anthony Mita stands on second for the Falcons. Mita has 1 stolen base this season on his lone attempt. Kresiak takes a long look back to second, now delivers. Birchmeyer fouls it off at the plate. Two and 2 the count on Brady Birchmeyer. Nobody out here, top of the 9th. Falcons trail by 7. They've been out hit by the Golden Flashes 11-4. The payoff pitch by Kresiak. A check swing by Birchmeyer on a pitch up high. I believe it may have gone off the bat and straight down, so it'll be a foul tip. So the count will stay at 2 and 2. Kresiak trying to find a way to put Brady Birchmeyer away. Birchmeyer continues to fight at the plate. The next delivery, after a look back at second by Kresiak, is swung on and slowly grounded over to first, but foul. So another foul ball by Brady Birchmeyer. He continues to just fight off these pitches at the plate and stay alive. Has not made any solid contact on these pitches, but is doing enough just to fend them away and keep the at-bat going. Kresiak's pitch count up over 30. His pitch swung on and missed by Brady Birchmeyer. He goes down on strikes, so Birchmeyer now 9 strikeouts in 9 games on the season. He has struck out in all but 2 games this year. Second strikeout of the game for Kresiak and 11th overall for the Kent State pitching staff. TJ Tackett's come to the plate. He's struck out 2 times today, both looking. He's also flown out to left field. Looks at a first pitch ball. Tackett's a left-handed batter. Bit of a shift on against Tackett's. The shortstop Matthews playing nearly behind second base, and then second baseman me about 5-10 feet into the outfield turf. 1-1 count on Tackett's. DJ Tackett's looking to get some more momentum for Bowling Green as they attempt a big comeback. He flies this out to left field. Liner straight towards Kovas. He puts it away for the second out of the inning. Falcons down to their final out.
Number 25, Andrew DeLodovico.
Brings up Andrew DeLodovico. DeLodovico does not have a hit today. He's flown out to left, flown out to center, and grounded into an inning-ending double play. Last chance for the Falcons. Runner on second in the form of Anthony Mita. DeLodovico at the plate. Bowling Green trails 8-1, top of the 9th against Kent State. It's swung on and line over to first off the glove of Klotz, who dove for it. It's going to be picked up by me, the second baseman, and he'll toss it over to first with Brody Kresiak covering, and that's how the game ends. Kent State defeats Bowling Green in the first game of the 3-game MAC opening series. Falcons drop their MAC opener after winning it for the past 3 seasons. Kent State will advance to 10-3. Bowling Green will fall to 2-9. We'll take a quick break, wrap this one up for you. You're listening to BGSU Baseball on Falcon Radio.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What's going on, guys? I'm Darius Lorfields, junior safety here at BG. My Falcon 4 favorite things for homecoming, definitely seeing some of the alumni, the big crowd, hearing them roar, the Falcon walk pregame, getting to see more people, and then just winning the game overall and celebrating after. Go Falcons.
Did you know Falcon Media Sports Network has video highlights of BGSU athletic events? To see all the moments from your favorite BGSU teams and athletes, head over to the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel or view them on bgfalconmedia.com.
If you ever miss the Zig Zone on Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM or just want to re-listen to the program, each show is posted in full on bgfalconmedia.com with timestamps so you can skip ahead to your favorite part.
Check out bgfalconmedia.com for previews, recaps, photos, videos, and more of the Falcons.
Kent State defeats Bowling Green in the MAC opener for both teams here today at Schoonover Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Difference maker was really the home runs. 2 3-run home runs for Kent State. First by Colton Schaller and then by Sawyer Solitaria. 2 RBI double added by Hunter Klotz to get to 8 runs. The only run scored for Bowling Green was a solo shot by Vinny Salvioni over the left field wall in the 4th inning. Dominant start by Kieran Coley on the mound for the Golden Flashes. Went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits and just a lone run. Struck out 9, didn't walk a batter, and hit 2 across 78 pitches. Brody Kresiak finished the job for the Golden Flashes. Pitching the final 2 innings, gave up just 2 hits, no runs. Walked a batter, struck out 2 across 38 pitches. For Bowling Green, Jacob Turner, a solid start before things unraveled at the end for him. Went 6 1/3 innings pitched. Through 91 pitches, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts across 26 batters faced. At one point, set down a dozen Golden Flashes in a row. Ty Roeder struggled in his inning in a third. He threw 39 pitches, gave up 5 hits, and 4 runs, all earned. Walked a batter, struck out 3. CJ Boudreau ended things with just 5 pitches for Bowling Green, walked a batter, and struck out 1. For the Falcons, again, Vinny Salvioni scoring that only run on the solo home run. Anthony Mita, Brady Birchmeyer, and Paulie Mancino also collecting hits. For Kent State, Sawyer Solitaria drove in 3, Schaller drove in 3, and Klotz drove in 2. Multi-hit days for Solitaria, Schaller, Kovas, and Klotz. So, Bowling Green falls to 2-9 on the season. They are now 0-9 this season when out-hit by their opponents. They were out-hit by the Golden Flashes 11-4. We have a game scheduled for tomorrow, a 3 p.m. start scheduled for tomorrow. Weather bearing, we will let you know what happens with that one. There is rain in the forecast, so we'll see if that gets played at that time. If it gets played tomorrow at all, there could be a doubleheader on Sunday. We'll let you know. As it stands right now, Noah Seeley and Adam Duffin will be on the call for that game. I want to give a big thank you to Sam Bork back in the studio for board operating this game during our spring break. Doing a good job stepping up for us and helping out the organization a ton during this time when a lot of us are back home Vaughn Allum will have a recap of this game on bgfalconmedia.com, so stay tuned for that. But again, Bowling Green falls to Kent State 8-1 in the MAC opener. Kent State 10-3 on the season. Bowling Green 2-9. For Sam Bork, this has been Tyler Kamlitz. Have a good day, everybody. This broadcast has been a Falcon Media Sports Network production. For more BGSU sports news and updates, follow Falcon Media Sports Network on Twitter X at BG_FMSN, BG Falcon Media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and head over to BGFalconMedia.com.